여기에 이쪽 길. 근데 이거는 뭔데 안 없어지냐? 이건 뭐야? 지하 도시는 뭐야? 자, 이쪽으로 가서 어디였더라? 여기로 올라와서 어디였지? 길이? 스톱! 이쪽으로 가는 거잖아, 이쪽. 일로. 동물과의 대화 한번 하면서 가볼까? 뭐야 이 새끼들. 이제 어디로 가라는 겨? 이거 타고 가라는 거야? 순간이동신이 있었어? 아씨, 아까 왔을 때 찍고 갈걸. 가자. 가자.
Pristine darkness in every direction. Silence, but for the gentle, rhythmic slap of water on rock as your vessel cuts through.
9층 지옥의 첫 번째 층인 아베르누스는 대항마로 전락한 타락 전사 자리엘이 다스리는 곳입니다. 아리엘? 아리엘 내가 만났었나? 웜의 4배. 머리 안 젖는 거 보소. 동료들 다 어디 갔어? 중갑 입은 애들은 야 헤엄 어떻게 치냐? 정갑으로 바꾸기 다행이다 그나마. 뭐야? 이 새끼들 어디 있다 나왔어?
An overwhelming force pushes into your mind. The brain. It is here.
네더스톤 3개로 얘 그냥 노예 삼으면 되잖아.
Can you smell it? The brine. It's infused with magic. The brain is here.
근데 저 영약 같은 거를 어떻게 쓰는지를 모르겠어. 가보자. 설마 얘네랑 또 싸우는 건 아니겠지?
Preparing, calculating, evolving.
여기 뭐 있는데? 이게 본체였어?
It's getting stronger. We must be close.
사적인 쪽지. 엘이 누구야? 라이토? 아니, 머리 없는 시체는 뭐냐? 전쟁 망치. 길이 어디야 이거? 어디로 가야 돼? 딱 보니까 아 여기 야영지로도 못 가네? 여기 이거 얘네가 도망가는 쪽으로 가면 되는 것 같은데 좀 이쪽에 뭐 있는지 보고 가자. 여기 뭐 있네. 이거 얘네가 도망가는 쪽으로 가면 되는 거야 무조건. 원래? 여기는 뭐냐? 지능 포식자는 뭐고 지능 탐식자는 뭐야? 얘는 뭐냐? 여기까지 일로 못 가? 아, 나 일로 여기 점프했구나.
Spot for an ambush.
아, 뭐야, 이씨. 고맙게도 뭉쳐있구나. 아, 나 이제 개센데? 얘네 HP 몇이야? 계약하잖아.
On I go. I will ascend.
이 새끼 뭐야? 쟤네를 때릴까 차라리? 나 그냥 때려 한대. 아 이거 뭐야 이씨. 이게 더 아픈데?
Creatures were not themselves. Corruption is in the
나 근데 석궁 좀 좋은 거 하나 있지 않았어?
touchless.
손세네 날조의 석궁 중세네 이거 쟤 주고
Assume nothing.
용사수 8에서 20 엥? 왜 잠깐만 이거 왜 갑자기 줄어드냐? 6에서 13 이게 더 좋잖아. 넌 석궁 들어.
Never a dull moment. These boots have seen everything.
길이 어디야? 여기인 것 같은데 어떻게 해야 돼 이거? 임쉔 레이젤
Action, not reaction.
치워봐. 충격 피해 면역. 야,
will guide me.
분기로 두들겨.
Oh, damn you.
타격 피해 면역. 이것이 뭐 어떻게 하라고 그러면.
Is that blood? No, never mind. Very well.
이쪽에 갈 수가 있네. 폭탄 던져서 부시는 방법도 있을 것 같긴 한데.
Thrall. Break. Control.
자꾸 그러면 너 내 노예 만들어 버린다. 나 네더스톤 3개 다 모았어. 잠깐만. 문 열어.
Oh, I have the magic touch.
Still alive, so that's progress.
얜 누구냐? 아 뭐야?
Can't slow down.
이쪽으로 못 가고 여기 이렇게 못 올라가고 일로 가는 거 맞아? 아 여기 또
Pounding.
전투다 전투.
Must be drawing close.
물 속에 들어가 있는 거야?
Deathly silence. The air is stale and putrid.
It's close. Have the stones ready.
여기가
Your
진행
blood
방향이구나.
slows. Your senses strung so tight they could snap in an instant.
어? 아 원래 이렇게 합체되는 거야?
You think you know why you are here. You think that by killing the Chosen and taking the Netherstones, you can destroy me. You are wrong.
뇌가 촉수가 있어? 왜 갑자기 피부가 생겼냐?
It's messing with your mind. Don't listen to it. Use the stones.
지능, 건강, 지능, 근력, 방어를 뜯는다. 내가 뭐가 제일 높지? 건강. 아! (20) 나와야 된다고? 에라. 실패인데? 어떻게? 게임 오버야 그럼? 실패. 게임 오버?
By eliminating Ketheric, Orin, and Gortash, you have simply unbound me. Exactly as I intended. The crown is now mine to command. Mine alone.
Don't listen to
한 번 더 할 수 있나?
The crown.
매력, 지혜, 민첩. 민첩이지. 25라고? 아이씨. 너무하잖아. 민첩은 내가 믿는 게 민첩이었는데, 씨.
The crown is not my weakness. It is what made me what I am. I needed the crown to build an army. I needed the chosen to bring it to me. They would not have surrendered it freely, so I gave them what they wanted. Power. Just enough that they would play their part in my design. Their part has ended. The next orders will be mine.
I won't allow it. Again. Dominate it.
지능 나 낮잖아. 지능으로 한번 해볼까? 아씨. 이거 뭐 어떻게 하라고? 주사위 게임이야? 다 실패했는데?
And you had your role to play too. Who do you think told the Chosen about the Astral Prism? Who do you think planted the knowledge of Orpheus's power and the fear of what it could do? When the Chosen sent my thralls to retrieve the prism, who do you think let the Emperor slip its leash, knowing it would be the one to bring you to me?
Were you a part of its plan?
I only needed one Netherstone loosened from the Chosen's grasp to guarantee my freedom. You brought all three back to me. In doing so, you have liberated me. This was your role, and it is complete. Now you will witness the grand design.
We can't afford to let that happen.
아, 민첩으로 간다. 아, 99 뭐야? 씨. 아. 도와주러 왔어?
This is not over.
끝에? 아, 원래 얘한테 지는 게 맞는 거야? 근데 집에 성공하면 어떻게 되는지도 궁금하긴 하다. 집에 성공하면 이런 일이 안 일어나는 거 아니야? 내 아군들 다 어딨어? 아, 이미 감염돼 있던 애들이야? 논석은 뭐냐?
I pulled you out just in time. The situation is worse than I thought. This is an elder brain, no longer. The magic of the crown has caused it to evolve. It has become something more. A nether brain. I thought so too. But that was when I believed it was still an elder brain. It has been anticipating our every move from the start. I underestimated it. We will need to rethink our plan.
뭐 어떻게 하는 거야 이제? 왜 따라가면 돼?
Sometimes, freedom requires us to make sacrifices.
이거 깨라는 거 아니야?
I have assessed our encounter with the Netherbrain from every angle. I know why we failed. The problem was not the stones. The problem was you.
왜 또 나한테
You make only
그래?
one move at a time, but the Netherbrain calculates every possible move at once. It knows what you will do. It knows everything you could possibly do. You cannot outmaneuver it. To defeat it, you would have to think like an Elithid. Better yet, be one. Your mind is not capable of this. Mine is. You will give the stones to me. I will assimilate Orpheus, and then I will be able to leave this prison to face the brain.
Assimilate him. Skva! No! Now is the time to liberate him. Do not stand against me.
I will consume his thoughts, his knowledge, his brain.
So you would kill him. He is Gith's heir. You'd be the Githyanki people's betrayer. You'd be my betrayer.
레이저를
I
없으면 안
realize
되는데
he is of
내
some
파티에.
significance to you, but he is of even more value to our cause. In theory, yes. You have resisted such a fate so far, and this would be a complete evolution. And you will be an Elithid for the rest of your days. Is this really something you would be willing
나
to accept?
오징어 돼야 된다고? 오징어 되기
Not
싫은데?
the kind of decision to make based solely on your own wisdom. You must discuss it privately.
Githyanki's power will see us through one last time.
An easy proposition for the Emperor to make, become a mind flayer. It has no... If it did, perhaps it would understand the weight of what it's asking of us. And why we might... I know we've been through this before, but our situation has changed. With its power, I could put an end to this whole thing. Crown, Netherbrain, Absolute. Everything. If I'm destined to die, I can think of worse ways. At least, do not mistake me, I want to live. Once I'm in position, I'll ensure you are removed to a safe vantage point to watch the fireworks. You need not die alongside me. Very well. We'll do this the old-fashioned.
Mother Gith's only son has refused the Emperor. Better yet, crush his then smash the crystals with the comet will guide us to a sure victory against the
어떻게 해야 돼? 나 일단 저자 한번 하자.
I trust you have aired opinions and grievances and made your decision.
나는 되기
Are you
싫어.
ready to become a mind flayer? You
4번.
will have to trust me. You will have to give me the stones.
넘기자.
Thank you. Now stand aside. I will assimilate the Githyanki's power in your stead.
Stop. You would keep my people chained to their damnable queen. I should have trusted my gut. Driven a blade through your throat at first chance. We have the means to free Prince Orpheus, and you side with Gith. You want Orpheus dead.
아, 얘랑 싸우면 안 되는데?
First.
이 방법밖에 없어, 레이제.
Lies. You have been seduced by empty promises, Gith tricks. To think I ever hoped for more from you. You have damned my people for eternity. Assimilate Orpheus, and I will rip off your every limb and bask in your agony.
설득.
Rip off your every limb and bask in your agony.
성공?
By Gith's eternal grace. Do it. We will end the grand design. And then we will go our separate
임시
ways.
동맹이다. 아니 그냥 힘을 흡수한다는 게 그냥 뇌 먹는 거야? 쪽쪽 빨아먹은 거야?
Do not judge me. Come, we must follow the brain's path. This time, we will not fail.
I think I'm going to be sick.
I'm not sure what I was expecting,
Come,
but whatever that
it's
was,
time to
it was
leave.
worse.
Nauseating spectacle aside, I hope we made the right choice.
잠깐만 루테도 되냐? 뭐야 진귀 혼란
Best be on my way.
We proceed together.
씨 뭐야 나오자마자 뒤질 뻔. 예.
future of the people in your hands. How dare you take our prince from us? How dare you parade around this abomination?
Stand down, Voss. No Githyanki will ever be free if the Netherbrain sparks the grand design.
설득. 뭐야, 성공이야?
Mother Gith, hear me. Yis Githga Tavki Krashet.
Time slows to a crawl while he scrutinizes you. In his eyes, his people's past and future, fighting as he tries to understand the true path, the right path. The weight of responsibility heavy upon him.
The enemy of my enemy is no friend to me. But I cannot let the Geich Empire swarm the astral plane. I will spare you. In fact, I will help you. But when the brain withers, so too does our alliance. It will not just be Vlaakith that hunts you once the embers of battle cool down.
Thank you, Voss.
Spare me your thanks, Ashalak. Now go. I stand at the ready.
뭘로 아군으로 치래? 아, 여기 있구나. 아, 아군 표시로 할게. 나 야영시에 못 가 지금? 아이씨. 아, 뭐야 얘. 얘 나 따라오고 있었구나, 황제. 이거 열면 전투인 듯?
We have lost much already, and we will lose more before the day is out. But even when the last soul falls, Baldur's Gate will stand. For Baldur's Gate is more than just a city. It is more than a place of opportunity for those of mercantile spirit. More than a place of refuge for those who are lost. More than a home for friends, loved ones, and adventuring souls. Baldur's Gate is a place where anyone can find what they need, if they're just willing to fight for it. Today, Baldur's Gate needs us. Today, we fight for... You're late, friend. This is the one you spoke of.
The very same. The champion we've been waiting for. The one who will save Baldur's Gate from ruin.
The Fist examines your illithid ally with suspicion. He was not expecting the savior of Baldur's Gate to be accompanied by a mind flare.
Appearances may change, but they do not mask the one within. This one, I know. Observe with whom it traveleth. Friends. This mind flare will fight with thee. It will save thy city and thy lives.
The Fist eyes your illithid ally with suspicion, softening to curiosity. His hostility melting at the recognition that there's more behind those eyes than malice.
My steel is yours, and I'm not alone.
You helped me once. I figured it's time I paid you back. With magic.
I have marshaled the best the Flaming Fist has to offer. We will fight to the last.
The Moon Maiden's silver light is a shield in dark times.
얘
Today,
에일린.
it is mine to wield. And I hold her sword.
Whatever strength I have to lend, I will lend it. I will make my city proud again.
I made some improvements to Ramesses' arcane artillery. Give the word and the sky falls on any who
얘 누구지?
I'm in the mood to crack some skulls after that fuckery in the Temple of Baal. The City Watch will be glad to oblige me.
Not sure what I have to offer a mind flare, if I'm honest. But I hope my words of encouragement and reassurance will strengthen your resolve.
The journey has been brutal, but I stand here a Hell Rider once more. And I would die a proud man if I died this day.
I want my city back. And I've brought the toughest bastards from the guild to get the job done. My people have never hunted a monster this large. They are eager to join.
임파이어 헌터도 왔네.
All the strength of the lands we healed flows through me, and from me to you, and whatever company you keep.
I wouldn't miss this for all the souls in the city. Call my name, and I'll bring the hellfire.
Nature's servant awaits.
그냥 이거 왜 쓰고 있어?
Glad to have you with us, and not a moment too soon.
The air is thick with anticipation. All eyes are on you. They're expecting a speech, something to stir their hearts and put fire in their bellies for the fight ahead.
이번으로 가자.
Well said. We'll prepare ourselves. We'll be ready when you call upon us. Balduran's grace be with you.
마지막 야영지 아니야 여기?
Emperor's thoughts. If they only knew the truth.
여기 샹인.
We stand ready to.
아니, 얘 상인 아니구나, 씨. 상인, 여기 상인이 있는데? 아, 얘도 아니구나, 씨. 제불로.
Been waiting a while for this.
이 새끼 나랑 친하지도 않는데 왜 이래? 상인 아니야? 아이고, 누구 상인 한 명 있는 것 같은데, 여기? 누구야? 롤란. 적세계 콜 어딨어? 아, 여기 있구나. 얘 누군데?
Bodies, bloods, this is the dream. Knew I was smart to sneaks in. The skelly boy said I could stay if I sold you stuff. So hurry up. Bye, bye, bye.
뭐야 이 새끼 1원 남았어? 아 어디 휴식 못해 어디서? 아이씨 일단 북쪽으로 가는 것 같은데
Dragons! Overhead! Stay low!
나중에 다른 캐릭으로 나 1, 2시도 한번 해봐야지. 아니 아이씨 루타지 말고 가자. 이건 뭐야? 아 회복기가 있구나.
Matthew! Leave him be! We have to keep running!
Mind Flayer! Mind Flayer!
It's over.
He's frightened of your illithid ally, but the very fact it hasn't killed him on sight gives him reason to pause. Can the rumors be true? Is this really the Mind Flayer who could save the city?
설득. 아 뭐 또 20이야. 원래? 어? 주사위 막판에 왜 이러냐?
Mind racing through its options, finding only one. A Against all his better judgment, it's you and your mind flare.
Remarkable. Did I think? Oh. We go back in there, we die. We flee, we last half a day at best. Shit! If this is it, then God's damn it, let's make it count. City Watch, with me! We'll follow you to our last breaths.
이거 여기 일로 그냥 들어가면 개 짜증 나니까 저장 한번 하고, 이쪽에 길이 지금 보면 길이 있네. 아, 일로 가자, 씨발. 아, 저 개 짜증나. 아이씨. 근데 다 못 가네. 다 가나? 일로 갈 수 있어? 아씨, 못 가네. 일로 가면, 잠깐만. 이거 봐, 이 새끼들 막 돌아다니고 있잖아. 근데 건널 수가 없네? 이쪽에 길이 있나? 잠깐만. 저쪽에 길이 있네, 여기. 빨리 와. 뭐야, 빨리. 빨리 와, 니네도, 빨리. 아유, 멍청아, 이씨. 에이, 이씨. 빨리 오라니까, 이씨. 아, 개멍청이, 이씨. 아, 뭐야. 또 있어? 아, 빨리 와, 그냥. 아이씨. 여기까지 오지도 못해요, 또. 아. 아유, 개멍청이, 씨.
Please, Mistra. Time to strike. My faith will protect me. On my way.
어디 있는 거야, 쟤?
These boots have seen everything.
이거 때리면 맞나? 아, 맞네. 일로 가보자, 다. 가운데로 가면 씨발 무슨 집중포화 당해. 아이씨. 아군 지금 못 불러? 은신해, 은신. 씨. 여기 먼저 조지자, 저 새끼들. 아이씨. 아, 또, 이씨. 빨리 와, 빨리.
Still on my feet. Wonder if the gods are watching me.
제가 애들 부르거든? 아, 지랄한다, 지랄해. 아씨. 아휴, 씨. 영신, 씨.
Tempest I will raise. Indeed. Swift and lethal.
아, 왜 이렇게 잘 피해? 뭐야, 끝난 거 아니야? 아, 지금 앞에 갈수록 조금씩 애들 되는 거 같은데, 이거?
One day, I'll catch a break.
아, 이거 애들 됐잖아. 아, 씨발, 진짜. 95%가 빗나간다고? 아, 뭐, 얘는 뭐, 할 수 있는 게 없는데, 얘는? 얘 가면은 또 애들 된다? 예.
Their chances with ease.
Got to focus. Heading there.
Don't waste a step.
뭐야, 이거? 아, 제가 다 애드냈어, 씨. 아. 나는 저거 어떻게 쓰는 거야? 와서 이 새끼 먼저 조질까? 아이씨. 나 행동 한번 할 수 있었는데 취소시켰어, 멍청하게. 아. 뭐야? 왜 한 방에 죽어? 아, 저 통 터진 거구나. 나 안 맞은 거 같은데? 나한테 뭐 쐈는데?
Got to move.
여기서 얘 맞나?
Think you can take me on?
이 새끼 위험해, 이 새끼는. 빨리 조져버려. 나이스. 아, 뭐 이게 왜 맞아? 뭔데?
Become absolute.
이 혼자 닭돌하면 존나 쳐맞을 것 같은데. 아, 걔 병신 같네 진짜. 씨.
Let me recite their demise. Knight to king 5.
Need to stay focused.
안 죽는다고? 뭐야 이거? 여기도 2마리나 있었어? 영다는 거 뭐냐 쟤?
Have to keep going.
이거 전에 싸지나? 안 싸지네. 아이씨. 아 뭐야? 아이씨. 침묵 뭐냐? 니네 어떻게 때리는 거야? 얘 기술 어떻게 쓰는 거야? 집중파 그거 나는 어떻게 쓰는 거냐고. 이게 뭔데? 정신파 여기 있네. 죽은 거지. 일 개쳐 맞는데? 아 진짜 이씨. 아
My path be true.
Mistra Rill. Step by step.
Let's end this.
아직 왜 허점 공격 유발이야? 아 여기 한 마리 있었네. 아 또 있었어? 나 안 가, 씨발. 어? 여기 있었으면 이 새끼들까지 존나 막 씨발 포화 날려갖고 미쳐맞는데 여기 있으니까 지금 안 맞네. 이 새끼도 존나 막 나 다굴 쳤을 텐데. 여기서 밑에 애들 다 조져, 씨. 어? 어때? 누가 맞은겨? 얘는 그냥 아프지 않거든 별로? 내비로 둘까? 이 새끼가 짜증나거든? 이 새끼 조져야겠다. 또 버그냐? 아... 선 버리게 만드는 거지 이렇게. 얘로 누구를 조질까? 얘로 얘네를 조질까 일단? 얘 한번 조지고 귀찮으니까. 아 진짜 이씨. 아. 아니 90%가 씨발 뭘 이렇게 많이 빗나가. 개사기 아니야? 아니 얘 때리라고. 아 짜증난다. 누가 제일 많이 쳐맞았니? 아직 그렇게 심각하진 않네. 아 씨발 빗나감 너무 심하잖아. 안 죽음? 일단 일로 철수해. 뭐하냐 너? 이거 뭐야 이거? 때리는 거 아니야? 아 아 진짜 병신 같다 쟤. 아 아, 씨발, 뭐야! 아.
Allow me to demonstrate. In striking distance. Mine is the advantage.
Can't give up.
아, 진짜, 씨. 이거 스킬도 이렇게 그지 같아 쓰는 게 보면. 아이씨. 예쁘게 모였네 또 여기. 이건 못 참지. 뭐야, 다 죽은 거야 한 방에? 하나 더 있지 않았어 어디? 한 마리 더 있었던 것 같은데 여기. 얘 어디 있니? 얘는 저기 있고 쟤는. 아, 얘를 조졌어야 되는데. 사람은 때리겠는데? 아이고, 방패 뭐야? 방패 뭐야 이씨. 얘는 가까이 가면 뒤지니까 그냥 뒤에 빼놓자. 아, 뭐야, 스킬도 못 쓰는데? 아, 참, 이제 부활했지. 아, 진짜 씨. 아, 얘를 그냥 절로 갔어야 되나? 때려지네 이게. 얘 왜 살았냐? 치유 그거. 얘는 또 어디 있냐? 또 어디 있어? 안 돼? 아, 이렇게 숨은 거 보소. 아, 뭐 할 수 있는 게 없네 얘는. 조병신이네 그냥. 저렇게 조지자 내려가서.
Swords meet sorcery. Onward.
한 마리 어디 갔어? 여기 어디에 있지 않았나? 어디냐 너? 아, 여기 있네? 와, 얘 병신 같았다.
Patched up. Pushing on.
아까 나 막 다시 도와준다는 새끼들이 씨발 안 왔어. 어? 일로 가면 나오나? 죽은 거 아니잖아. 아, 왜 다 끝나고 HP 채우냐고, 이씨. 근데 없지. 아, 얘낸 거야? 얘 4명 죽은 애들 얘낸 거야? 여기는 뭐냐? 여기는 얼로 이어져 있는 거냐? 이 탑 어디서 많이 본 거 같은데. 잠깐만. 원래는 일로 가야 되는데 내가 이쪽을 열고 가면 이쪽 열어봐. 우회로로 가자. 정면 돌파보다는 얘라이 이거 뭐야? 길 없잖아. 씨. 아 진짜 씨. 나 뭐 좀 우회로 있는 줄 알았지. 아이홀. 뭐야? 이거를 타고 올라가면 된다고?
Not here. Rise. Join. Waiting.
I suppose we'll need to find somewhere higher up.
아, 또 뭐야? 뭔데? 이건 뭐야?
The Nautiloid's attacking. Avoid its fire.
뉴틸로이드 어디 있는데? 뉴틸로이드 어디 있는데? 뉴틸로이드가 어디 있는데요? 뉴틸로이드 어디 있는데, 씨. 뭐 얘네 어딨냐? 아, 뒤에 있는데?
So much for peace.
Look to Queen 6.
Victory awaits. Make way.
아래 소환자? 이 바닥 뭐냐? 근데 뭐 문을 열어야 쟤네 때리든지 말든지 할 거 아니야. 이거 뭔데? 아, 여기 피해야 되는 거야? 아, 뭐야, 씨! 아, 근데 바닥 피했던 거 같은데? 여기 피하면 되는 거 아니야? 아, 이 새끼들 또 뭐야? 아, 뒤에 왕창 나왔는데? 쟤네 문 못 열어? 그렇다면 얘네가 문을 못 연다면 위에 거 먼저 조지면 되지. 아, 나 산 거 같은데?
Unleash me. Pawn to Cleric 4.
Victory awaits.
아, 그냥 가자, 일로.
Taking position.
얘기하고 있어, 일단. 얘 빨리 비켜야 되잖아 여기. 덜덜. 바닥 피해. 얘네 이거 문 부셔갖고 여는 거밖에 몰라? 하면 그냥 자포 가네.
There's too many of them. We need to get to the brain now.
일단 바닥 피해. 바닥 피하는데 의의를 두자. 아, 이거 잠겨 있어? 잠겨 있어서 그래? 열지 마. 아이고, 계속 뒤에서 나오나 보네. 지네 편 폭격하겠다. 피해, 피해. 이렇게 말하면 쟤는 죽는 것 같은데? 얘 맞지 않았어? 얘 왜 안 맞아? 이씨. 야, 얘도 때려야지 공평하게. 그렇지. 그렇지, 공평하게. 공습은 공평하다. 팀킬. 아, 뭐 계속 생기는데 쟤네? 뭐야 이 새끼. 이 새끼 뭐야 이 새끼. 바닥 피하고. 어디가 공습인 거야? 열어. 그리고 여기서 얘는 여기까지 한 방에 점프하는 거지. 무시하고 점프. 그 다음에 이 새끼들 조지는 거지. 아이씨. 아 미친 씨발 뭔데? 다시 위프로네. 아 진짜 이씨. 쟤 왜 죽냐 갑자기? 이건 뭐야 이건 또. 왜 맞아? 여기 어딘데? 계속 나오네. 아니 피할 데가 없잖아. 이거 한번 쓸까? 진짜 씨. 여기 안에 들어가면 포화 맞잖아. 어디로 가는 거야 길이? 아 길이 여기 맞아? 아니 나 물 올라가야 되네. 얘 이거 뭐야? 충격파 그거 어디냐? 뇌적출 이건가? 정신파참. 피해서 계속 움직여야 되는구나. 애들이 계속 나오네. 피해 있자. 아니 이거를 씨발 이렇게 포화를 이렇게 날리는데 어떻게 가냐고. 여기도 맞는 데네. 아 아까 뭐 되는 데 하나 있었는데. 아씨 또 맞겠다. 얘는 어떻게 해? 아 이거 어떻게 피해 포화를. 여기 아닌가? 아 너 어디 가니 니네. 죽어 니네. 아 이거 스킵 못해 이거하면? 아이씨. 그냥 뭐 나가서 하는 것도 없이 저거만 쳐먹고 있네. 뭐하냐 니네. 어?
Very well.
I speak, they burn. As you wish.
이 새끼를 먼저 조지면 얘는 무록이지. 니힐이 그런 것 같았는데. 아 이게 여기서 안 터지고 튕기네. 야, 웃기자. 여기까지는 갈 수 있잖아.
Need to find a way forward.
What fools these mortals be. Let's light them up.
Time to strike.
왜 어쩜 공격이야? 길이 어딘 거야? 야, 아직도 여기야?
Got to move.
네더브레인이 어디 있는데? 힘키 로지네. 여기서 먼저 조지고 갈까? 한방 컷인데?
Maybe I should. No, this is good.
아니 네더브레인이 어디냐고. 아 여기구나. 일로 가는 거구나.
One can't always be a gentleman.
아 넌 이까지만 알아. 가까이 왔다가 맞지 말고 포격해. 내가 못 가지. 아, 이 새끼 얘한테 와갖고 또 지랄이네. 문 열면 끝인가? 아, 얘 좀 처리해버려. 아, 이 새끼 때문에. 씨. 그럴 순 없지. 여기서 저자 한번 하고 이거 회복기 한번 쓰고 일로 와서 상호작용하면 뭐 별수가 있냐? 맞서야지. 여기까지 왔는데.
Brain, it's high above the city now, far away from any innocence. I can end this now. Stop the Absolute and spare the city. The stage is set for my final act. Mistra's bidding and the redemption that lies beyond. You brought me right where I need to be. I have no right to ask more of you.
안 돼. 난 한 명도 내 동료를 잃을 수 없어.
You to safety. But this is a fate I must face alone.
딱 1번이 안 돼, 그거네. 안 돼.
What's the alternative? I allow the Absolute to have its way? Die in vain along with all its victims? Or flee and live on in shame? It's just a choice between two deaths. Quick and meaningful, or torturous and pointless. It's now or never.
언제나 다른 방법은 있어.
But not necessarily a better way. Please. For too long, I've lived in fear of taking a host of innocents with me when I expired. Now at least I can be assured my demise will be saving them instead.
안 돼.
If you're mistaken, this could be the end of everything. We'll be failing right at the last hurdle. But I only made it this far thanks to you. Who am I to question such sterling guidance now? Mystra won't be pleased. But perhaps trying to please the gods is a fool's errand. Lead on, then. She'll stay my hand as long as I can. But if the tide of battle turns against us, remember I have the means to bring a swift end to this.
내를 또 타고 올라가야 돼? 뭐야? 다른 애들은 못 왔어? 수가 드러나 있네.
There it is. The crown. The very thing that has been amplifying the Netherbrain's power. And the very place that we will be able to dominate it. That's where we should use the Nether Stones.
아, 이건 또 뭐야?
What the hells are those things?
There you are. The false daughter of darkness. Shunned by her goddess. The hatchling who rejected her queen. The wizard
다 배신자네. 우리 배신자 정모야?
You are spectacular specimens. And you will make spectacular thralls.
용두 지배당했어? 용이랑 싸우는 겨?
Up ahead. Time to cast the spell again and break its will.
용 개쎄겠지? 나 개센 사람방 쓰자. 별로 안 세 보이는데? 아, 얘 계약해. 아이씨, 애새끼들 개 많네. 이거 한번 캐면 끝이야 얘. 얘도 이거 한 방 쏠까? 우와 극딜 들어갔는데 방금? 이건 뭐야? 지옥을 기어다니는 자. 이건 뭐야? 이거 바로 하나 쓸까? 야, 용 뭐 아무것도 못하고 녹는데? 용 녹였어. 근데 용 그지네. 얘 어떻게 때려? 쪽수 때리라고. 또 이 개치. 또 지랄 맞게. 팔표시 안 나. 진짜 이거 게임 좀 병신 같다. 스토리 다른 건 다 개쩌는데 이 전투 씨발 너무 그지 같다. 이거 애들 지금 옆에 있다고 이거 룬만 뜨고 이거 할 표시 안 뜨는 거 보소. 진짜 무시하고 여기로 가야 되는 건가? 여기 지금 4턴 남으면 이거 뜨거든? 씨발 다 빗나감이야 씨발. 아니 뭔데? 에일린 부르자. 바로 얘 차례야? 뭐냐? 지금 뭐냐 쟤? 걔 어이없네. 씨. 붙잡히 뭐야? 아이씨. 뭐 어떻게 깨는 건데 이거? 미친 씨발 얘 왜 이렇게 악하냐? 이거 내가 뭘 잘못한 것 같은데? 이건
Another step forward.
안 죽었다고? 너무하네. 얘는 그냥 무시하고 저 가야 되는 거 아닐까? 왜 허점 공격 유발이야? 여기 와서 애들 쓸자 얘는. 아 방패 뭐야? 아이씨. 아 나 멍청한 짓 한 거 같은데 방금? 뭐하냐? 쟤 뭐하냐 쟤? 왜 이렇게 어두워졌어? 누구 턴인데 지금? 아이씨. 얘 조지는 거 없어? 아 씨발 내성 성공이네. 얘는 또 안 맞아? 아, 촉수는 무시하자. 아 왜 내려가냐? 아 빛나가 뭐야 이씨. 뛰어갈 수 있는 애 없어? 노틸로이드가 오고 있습니다. 저거는 뭐야?
Don't waste a step.
안 때려지네?
No gloom, all doom.
아이씨. 여길 못 간다고? 이 오면 뭔데? 때릴 수 있어? 아니잖아. 아, 포화하는 거구나. 포화 시작되는 거구나. 저거 시작되면 뭐 피하면 되지. 바닥. 아씨, 못 때리네. 아, 또 우리 화살. 왜 때릴 수 있는 게 없어? 아이씨. 아, 이거를 때려야지, 씨. 아, 너무 갔잖아. 아, 이거 또 맞겠네, 씨. 이제 애들이 없는데? 아, 이렇게 가지는구나. 저거 네더브레너한테 그럼 쏘는 거잖아. 얘는 데미지 안 입어? 지원군 나오나 또? 얘가 이렇게 와갖고 이거 하면 되는 거야? 아, 이렇게 하고 보호하는 거야, 얘? 애들이 없는데? 여기 있었네? 이미 늦었어. 한방 컷이네? 얘 무기 뭔데? 그냥 대검인데? SN네? 저기 뭐 애들 또 뇌에 쟤네 왔다. 여기 있으면 맞는다고?
You picked the wrong fight, friend.
인 거임?
It's weakened. This is our chance.
안에 또 뭐 있어?
Bound, its will is stronger than anything you've ever felt. The chains shake, threatening to break at any moment.
It's vulnerable, but not defeated. Use the portal. We will bring it down together. This is it. Its will is weakening.
뭐 어떻게 하는 건데? 죽이면 돼? 왜 나밖에 없냐? 어? 아, 왜 달리기를 해, 멍청아. 아이. 어떻게 하는 거야? 일로 들어가면 돼?
I am fury. I am death.
It's time! We destroy Netherbrain and end the Grand Design!
이지 같네. 이거 어디 있는데?
On the move.
Its will is weakening. We have the upper hand. Time to end this!
저기까지 어떻게 가는 법 없나?
Outflank, outsmart.
My will is infinite. It will not be broken by you. It will break you.
A crack in its defenses. Now we can destroy its true self. This is it. Its will is weakening.
그냥 때리면 되는 거야? 왜? 왜 데미지 입어? 나 한 번밖에 행동 안 했는데?
Light on my feet.
이건 뭐야? 빨리 들어와라. 달리기 써서 들어가자, 얘는.
As you wish. This is our chance. Farewell to the Netherbrain.
On I go.
힐이나 하자.
Take your
거대한 뇌 안에 뇌가 또 들어있던 거네. 뭐야 뭐야. 아 뭐야. 아이씨 이거 뭐야. 너무하잖아 이씨. 너무하잖아 씨. 한 방에 죽여버리는 거는. 살았다.
Reconsider. Assess. Implore. Surrender.
Subdued at last, it begs for its life.
Spare me. Join me. Wield me. Become absolute.
It pleads because it knows I'm its master. I will finish this.
The brain is on the cusp of its final thought, and it's taking all of the Emperor's strength to keep it there. An opportunity, perhaps.
배신하는 게 있어? 얘를 지배하고 나는 자유를 얻겠어. 나 2번 선택된 거야? 나 2번 선택했는데? 1번 선택된 거 같은데? 나 2번 선택했는데 이씨. 잠깐만 불러오기 어디서부터 여기 저기야? 저장 한번 할걸 씨.
The pain rips through you, obliterating all thought.
아 맞네 2번 선택됐네.
Tadpole burns in your brain. Silence. For the first time in a long time, your thoughts are entirely your own. And then, gravity.
오랑나비 춤추는데? 마지막 희생자들이군. 브레인 없어지면 오징어들도 다 자유를 얻는 건가? 나오겠다.
Everything you did, everything you sacrificed, it was worth it. For this.
내 머릿속에 올챙이 없어진 거지. 그럼 쟤랑 얘기할 수 있어? 형제랑?
The loss of a mind is a terrible thing, but this time, I think I'll make an exception.
게일은 어떻게 되는 거야, 그럼?
I should feel relieved, yet my blood still simmers.
너 얘랑 싸우는 거 아니야, 이제?
Parasite. It's withered, dead along with the nether brain. I am cleansed. I will never be a filthy geich. Only mild offense intended. You did us a great service, and I'm grateful for it.
It makes little difference to me. I did what I had to secure my freedom. And in spite of your resistance to evolution, you have proved a good ally. I'm
2번.
glad you think so. I did my best.
Skvar, you may have succeeded, but I have failed. Gith's son is dead, and Vlaakith has abandoned me. I will be hunted by her Inquisition to the ends of the world. I must leave. I have nothing more to gain by being here.
설득. 30이라고? 그러면 성공. 하지 마.
My ally, my peer.
그냥 여기
It
있어.
will be a restless life while the false queen reigns over my people. But a life nonetheless, and a free one. Yes, I will stay. My destiny is for neither Vlaakith nor Orpheus to decree. It is mine. We fought well together. I will gladly fight with you again. If not the astral seas, then here, and wherever else we go.
이게 해피엔딩이네. 어? 아, 용들도 차원 이동 막 할 수 있네.
The Githyanki are departing in peace. Curious sight in a day already full of them.
With the Githyanki gone, there's nothing left but the silence of the city. Smoldering, waiting to be rebuilt. But it seems that Gale's mind is elsewhere.
The crown. It's somewhere in the Giontha. If I salvage the stones, I can reforge it. And once I have, I'll return it to Mistra. She'll cure me of my affliction. And I'll finally be free. A more deserving one this time around. If this adventure has taught me anything, it's that there are things in this world far more valuable than power. Besides, grown quite fond of this merry band of ours, and I'd quite like to see what happens to it. I'm sure Mistra will summon me soon enough, but until then, I propose we celebrate our victory the mortal way, with a drink in our hands and reckless abandon in our hearts.
I am seldom one to imbibe, but even I shall make an exception on a day like today. I think we have earned it, no?
부카라 그거
Let's
좋네.
not forget the wine. I want to flush out my brain just to be completely sure the tadpole's gone.
I will not be joining you. I fear my presence will be no more welcome in the streets of the city than it ever was.
No, Boo, I will not miss the illithid. That is but manful sweat in my eye.
I will miss you, too.
Now that you no longer live in each other's minds, it's hard to tell if the mind flayer is being sincere, though perhaps no harder than it ever was.
I honestly don't mind what we do once we get to the... Ow! What the... Oh no. Oh God. Well, it was nice when it lasted. Ah! I'm sorry. I have to go.
얘 왜 이제 햇빛 밑에 못 있네? 근데 왜 이렇게 자꾸 좀 버벅이지 왜 이렇게 갑자기?
May he fare well in the dark.
We did it, soldier. The city's going to be all right. And so are you.
내가 심장 안 고쳐줘서 그래? 아 미안한데.
Engine's finally cooked. Held on just long enough.
So, how'd I do? So are you. My friend. My companion. I adore you. Careful! Hot! I never gave
물 속으로 들어가면 안 돼?
I did my best. I did my best. It's the one thing I can't beat, isn't it? I wanted to live in my city with my friends. But life is for the living. And I saw... Goodbye, son. Goodbye, sea. Goodbye. You can't.
이 번 선택하겠어.
All right. We have to go. Now. Hurry. I'm going to... I don't have much time.
쟤 따라가는 거야? 이거 지금 컴퓨터가 이상한데?
And it's all because
아,
of you. You, who were destined to become a thrall. Thanks to you, there will be no Illithid Empire, no Death God's tyranny. You have earned your place amongst the legends of the Sword Coast. You are the saviors of Baldur's Gate.
이거 왜 이래?
Well, soldier, here we are. It worked. My engines calmed down.
이게 다른 애들은 안 따라와?
I shouldn't have let you come here. This isn't going to be easy, you know. Zariel's going to come at us with everything she's got. Gods, like clockwork. They'll be on us soon, but there's just enough time. Thought I was done with these.
아, 멋있게 불 붙인다.
But then, there was you.
상여자네.
So fast, but careless. Don't let them tire you out. Just get rid of them. And don't forget, you asked for this. Better let these fuckers know I'm back. And this time, I'm not alone.
다른 애 따라가는 건 없나? 무조건 카를라크만 따라가?
When the invitation came, you were hip deep in Lemur's slime, swarmed by hell wasps, and about to drive the killing blow on a magma claw. Cutting through the dreadful buzz of the wasps and the screams of the damned, a familiar, comforting voice echoed in your mind.
고쳤어?
Withers, he requested your attendance in Faerun to gather with your friends and allies, those who stood against the Absolute at your side. A reprieve from the Blood War. A few hours of respite with the stars above and good company to cheer you. Karlach's heart can take the strain of leaving Avernus for a few short hours, but it might burst with joy to see those friends again.
밤에 만나니까 쟤도 아스타리온도 오는구나.
Called here, some from above, some below. For with thine bond, together thou hast kept the wheel of fate spinning when it threatened to halt. Though thou wert drawn far apart in the months after the collapse of the Absolute, tonight fate renews thy bond once more. Thou shouldst take care to preserve it. It is a great weapon wielded in the hand of good. Go. Know one another once more.
이건 뭐야?
Always at your side. Starting to wonder if you'd show up. Quite powerful for a fellow content to loiter in our camp, but no matter. I'll come here with. You feel a little more substantial than before. Less camping.
3번.
Filled out and healthy is what I'm glad you seem well. Truly. I had no doubt. But I'm glad to hear. Wandering, mostly. The adventuring life is almost a tonic when you're not constantly threatened by brain. One of my first stops was the House of the Moon. It seemed like the Hard to imagine, isn't it? Me, of all people, in the lair of the Moon Witch herself. Oh, I know they are. Well, I've had run-ins with my former fellow Sharans on a couple of occasions. Don't worry. I know their tired old tricks better than anyone. Must I? I'm joking. Of course I want to know. Tell me all. I'm glad you two have each other. Hells, hopefully these meetups will become a regular occurrence. It's not that I'm sure we will, but after all, we've faced down bigger threats than wrangling together a few. Don't be a.
나 걔네 걔 기스양키 걔 레이젤도 탈출 못 가게 막았는데 카를라크랑 단둘이만 보내고 있냐?
Oh, fuck, my first. Since the reconstruction. Same twisting alleys for purse pickers. Same wooden buildings ready to. I knew an
엘프면은 엘프 그거 골라야지.
Baldur's Gate will be the death. Baldurians simply harpers. My own son Jord has been wooed to their ranks. Not so for my daughter. Though she spends more time locking up comrades for pocketing 8 ones. They might learn. There is still much to do. I may have little for all your travels. I hope you have arrived where you want to be. The same might be said for all of us, I'd wager. Now, before this, I must inspect the refreshments.
그렇지, 잘 지냈니?
There's something strange in your old friend's mouth.
뭘 가져온 거야?
What is it? A familiar invitation. He wants you to throw the object he's dropped. But it isn't a ball. It's he whines. Less talk, more throw.
이 새끼 누구야? 얘는 여기서 뭐 하냐?
Oh, Commander Zula won't know where the fuck we went. Oh man, I go. Rest up, soldier. My tin can will be all right for the night, and you and me will get to sleep with both eyes shut for the first time. And she's got a night in her, I think. Any trouble, and I'll toddle back off to here. Enjoy it, soldier. Oh, hey, before. Zariel's probably got a load of Cambions guarding that. I might have an in with one of the guards.
얘는 누구야? 민스크. 민스크.
We are not dreaming. It is our old friend. Oh, and it is good to be seen. You will forgive the Euro. Boo had a moment to lick himself clean, but there is a little too much of me.
너 감옥에 있었다고?
Minsk and Boo have been helping, of course. The Zentarum rule the city's underbelly. So we awoke in a Zentish cell, awaiting trial by... It is a long walk to the gallows, and Minsk still has his fist. In ample time indeed. But leave such matters for... How have you filled your days, since we tore this sticky tyrant from the sky?
2번.
Without tadpoles, Boo... He has developed something of a tech. There is much merriment to be made. Ah, this pond shall do nicely, Boo.
약간 말투가 러시아 그거 억양이 있는 것 같은데.
I've missed wine.
아까 얘랑 얘기했고 여기다가 독하면 애들 다 죽고 막 그런 거 아니야? 터트릴 수도 있네. 애들 때릴 수도 있네 여기서. 이게 뭐야 얘? 밀릴은 누구야?
Now the revelry can truly begin.
누구야?
Oh, hello. Let me guess, you've got some suggestions about...
1번.
You have no idea who I am, do you? I thought Withers might have... I thought honoring the worthy was a fair price to pay for Withers to pull me out of the fugue plane. Languishing in obscurity. Before I was banished to the fugue plane...
Musical prayers were once offered to Melil.
I'm washed up, I'm afraid. You. Finally! The scribe picks an adventurer of substance. Of fantastic.
이 새끼.
Ah, my dear friend. Our skeletal friend will be very pleased to see I found my way here, despite my invitation. Busy as ever. Better that than the reverse. I've gotten quite good at replicating your signature. See, you might help me with the title, though. I'm considering The Hero and Me. What do you think? Me? It's all... Perhaps, once the manuscript is finished... Ah, your success really has... But you mustn't let me hog your attention.
자이라랑 얘기했나?
Your relief, your projection holds. It took a dozen Gish's talents. You can touch, taste, and talk. But your fleshy body is in limbo. The Githzerai God King, Menyar, should the Githzerai join you,
What's the word on the rebellion? I presume you've cracked open more Kithraki heads than you could possibly count. Not to mention them. My own blade's dulled a bit, I'm afraid. Rebuilding a city requires a politic mind. Bargains must be made. Father leaves me to my own devices. Oh, he's got no shortage of advice when I ask for it. Father's very well, and back... Floric, bless her soul. The likes of Gortash can bend Bane's chosen prime the fist for a war they weren't meant to win. He can, with a few exceptions. Father's pardoned every last... He still believes in the bow and the blade, but valor is found not in the wounds you inflict. May they all take it to heart. Mizora's kept me on... She hasn't ordered any murder sprees or any diabolical error. Her beauty and bargaining talents have even been a boon. Till Mizora pressed her... Whatever her game, I'm bound. But I'll fall on my own blade and join the... And Mizora knows it. Go on. Then or waste a single drop of wine for that matter. I plan on downing half...
행복하게 잘 지내고 있고 다들.
Thanks be to Withers.
얘는
Even a duke deserves it.
Well, I wasn't sure our Wither... And look at you. Straight from the hells, still reeking of brimstone. I take it you've been having fun. I'd expect nothing less. You always brought a whiff of madness to the battlefield. Cheeky. I've taken a turn. It turns out no one actually cares about murder, as long as you murder the right people. And apparently I'm rather good at it.
그렇겠지.
You know me. But yes, there's nothing wrong with being rewarded for good work. And when it comes to killing, I did it first. I spent too long defined by what other people did to me. This is who I am. That being said, I haven't completely given... But until then, we've had quite... From the moment I first threatened you, I knew I will miss our time together. See you...
너무 게이 같다 얘는. 얘 어디 갔냐 레이젤. 여기 있었는데. 레이젤 왜 저기 혼자 가 있어.
My own friend. I thought slaying Vlaakith's hunters in the cliff, but I was wrong.
이 분위기 뭐야?
I might not have known. I found new. We've heard word of a Githyanki outpost hidden deep in Chult. I don't suppose you'd consider fleeing the Hells and joining us there to slay every last Sarth and Kithrak. You say stuck, and still you stay. You impressed me from the beginning, you know. Now good. We'll meet again. The Hells are too small.
이게 누구 한 명 따라갈 수 있나 본데?
What the Professor Gale Decarius of Blackstaff Academy, educator of the esteemed School of Illusion. I think it makes perfect sense. Who better to warn of the perils of misusing magic than some?
Don't remind me of those terrible times, Mr.
얘
Decarius.
뭐야? 여기 와 있네.
I fear my students find me somewhat intimidating, or the fear of Mystra. I surrendered the crown of Carsus to her, as I told you
찾았어?
I would.
찾았어?
And in return, even now, of course, I haven't clarified with my students that the orb is no longer a threat. I spend most of my time trying to convince them how much fun the study of magic can be. But it'd be easier to crack a smile on an intellect devourer than some of. I confess, sometimes while marking a. In fact, I've actually been considering writing down. I can hardly leave it to the likes of Volo to give a true account of.
That odious man truly frizzles my whiskers. Long-haired miniature.
And what of you? What are you making of this newfound lease of life?
레인저니까 레인저 더 골라야지.
Nothing less. I've told my students plenty of tales about. I'll be delighted to introduce you to my current cohort as a guest.
또 레인저로 해야지.
Well, I for one can't. Of course, you'll be most welcome to stay with me. It will give us plenty of time. I'm very curious to know what you've been up to. So, in the spirit of selflessness.
근데 나 이거 뭘 입고 있는 거야? 핫팬츠? 이거 뭐야? 어디서 난 거야 이거? 옷 보관함? 옷 보관함 같은 게 있었어? 이건 뭐야? 옷 개 많네? 다 들어있는 것 같은데? 근데 이거 너 뭐 하는 거야? 할신이랑 얘기 한번 해볼까?
You would think someone of my vintage would be inured to the passage of time. Yet these just as I hoped they would, more like. It is one that can weather any distance, any passage of time. I know it can, for I feel the longing for old friends in my heart each day. Well, I am not normally given. Even the most ascetic of nature's servants would be tempted. Now, we have much to catch up on. Do not allow me to ramble on. I am eager to hear all you've been doing. In that case, our community grows rapidly. In 6 months, we have turned what was once a shadowy... The old masonry of Moonrise Towers and Wraithwind have been repurposed into new homes. And the land is rich with harvests and... It is, truly. Though a more complex, evolving... We welcome folk from all walks of life. Anyone who wishes for a new start. Naturally, as am I. I may... Now, please, tell me all, and spare no detail. Their appetite for bedtime tales is greater than I... They have all but exhausted my repertoire in but a few short months. No mean feat given the lifetime I have lived. I desperately need new material. I am all ears. Though I never cared for that phrase. A rather...
6개월간의 얘기를 해준다.
Unsettling. I shall be able to keep the children enthralled for a few more nights yet. Now, it would be cruel of me to hoard you all to myself for the evening.
해니얼이랑 올리버.
Quite often. They ask after you often. What you did for them will never be forgotten. To make a child smile is to dabble with the power of God. I spend half my days in Ursine form. I'm glad they are so comfortable. As for roaming, that impulse has dwindled, as did I, but Amazing what can be discovered about on occasion, but I prefer not to interfere. Even Korga may yet find true balance, thanks to her influence. Always. Your embrace makes me feel safer than any armor could. Before you go, I have something. Ducks are my favorite. Yet, they always find their way back to where they belong. Just a token to remember me by.
나무로 깎은 오리. 이거 근데 내 목적지가 어디야? 여기 뭐야? 가는 거야? 다시? 아, 위더스랑 얘기하면 끝이야?
This one night thou art the savior of Baldur's Gate. Until such time it requires saving again. How dost thou feel? I am pleased to hear it. Enjoy the revelry of the day. Now, what indeed?
뭐야?
The balance of the world restored. The balance of these lives, mortal and otherwise, brought to account. Hear me, thou heroes, wastrels, friends. I have waited.
다음 모험자들한테 내가 우리들이 동료가 되는 거 아니야?
It is over. For now. Thou played thy part in weaving the fabric of fate itself. But for every thread you sewed, so did the gods unravel another. Sleep, rest, revel, but be ready. For thou mayst yet be needed. Until we meet again, I wish thee every possible fortune, health, wealth, love, and above all, problems worth solving.
해고의 친구들을 위하여.
To you. There thou art, the dead three. Thy faces gods, thy actions barely worthy of the name. Didst truly believe thy ploy would succeed? Didst believe I would not notice? Thou soughtst to bolster thy strength by taking away the souls of mortals. But souls vanish when their hosts become mind flayers. Didst think the other gods would not notice? Gods thou may be, yet thou hast proven thyself fools, everyone. The supplication of Bane, the whimper of Baal, the death mule of Merkel. Felled by mortals, I overestimated thee. They did not. Vermin, away. Thou wilt trouble us no more.
정체가 뭘까?
A thief, a liar.
죽었잖아, 얘.
Fool. We had an agreement, and you broke it. The crown was supposed to be mine. Instead of delivering it to its true home in the Hells, you allowed Gale Dekarios to deliver it to Mystra. I should snuff you out and make queen of your soul. But it will be more amusing to let you see the consequences of your actions. Do you really think that the crown is safer in the hands of a goddess than in the claws of a devil? Look to the history of these realms. It is not the devils, but the gods who sunder, wreck, and ruin. It is the gods who instigate each new crisis. It is the gods who almost brought doom to your world. I was merely a witness to their conspiracy. And I would have dealt fairly with you. I cannot say what Mistra will do. Perhaps the crown is a mere trinket to one of her power. Or perhaps it is the key to unlocking some dreadful new potential in her portfolio. Time will tell, as it always does. Look to the heavens and pray for peace. But prepare for a cataclysm.